Hey guys, and welcome to another Path of Exile 2 video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my updated Comet build, how I figured out how to add a lot of damage, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm going to do this just on a regular tier 15 map just to make this a little easier. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I changed my damage. So we can see here, my unbuffed damage is 497. So Martial Tempo, Primal Armament, Innovative, Ice Bite, and Inevitable Critical was the lineup for the bow shot. 1,075,000 is the absolute highest that it will go with this build. And the reason for the increase over the last video is a new jewel that I got. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys. I have Elemental Invocation still on with Comet. And my bow shot still has all the same skills except for we put Rising Tempest in. Now you can see the DPS difference. $1.3 million. 1.3 million is the new buff. So we have increased DPS with our bow shot. Our heralds reach 100,000, fully buffed, and we bring down twice as many comets because we're now using Spell Echo. So these are some nice changes that I've made to the build. And so that big damage buff seems to be based on an interaction between Elemental, Invocation, and Rising Tempest, so you need to have both of them in order to make it work. Another big change that I made was that I took out one of my crit gems and I added Megalomaniac with Storm Charged and Echoing Flames. And I'll explain that to you when I show you guys the passive tree again. I've just made a few small changes. So we'll get into the passive changes in a second. Just wanted to give you guys a second to check out the build again. I know visually it's just fun to look at with those comments coming down. So we're just going to quickly go over the skill gems because I did change a couple. Rising Tempest was the change on bow shot. I put Culling Strike in just for now because I took out Lightning Exposure and put it on something else, but that could be changed. That's where I put the Lightning Exposure on Herald Device. Inevitable Critical now goes to Herald of Thunder. Elemental Invocation gets Arcane Tempo, which I think it had last time in Spell Echo. So Spell Echo gives us that dual Comet effect. Then we have our Impetus and Energy Retention as always. Orb of Storms is the same, I think. Okay guys, we're going to take a look at the updated passive tree. So it starts off the same, all the way to the quiver bonuses, down to the jewel slot, down to the jewel slot here, feathered fletching, the crit damages, falcon technique. This is the first big change. We've axed all of this area, no more mana leech, no more increased attack speed right there. So we take that out. We come up here, we add lightning damage instead. We give Wild Storm. Adds lots of damage. We come up here, we get Heavy Frost, we get Thin Ice. That is our new freeze buildup. We no longer use Inescapable Cold as the amulet allocation. We're back to using Pure Power. This is our new freeze buildup. Plus we get 50% increased damage against hits against frozen enemies. And pretty much every enemy is frozen, so that's a 50% increase against pretty much everything. It also ignores elemental resistances of frozen enemies. Another big change is that we got Megalomaniac. We've allocated Storm Charge, so we saved a couple points from going down there. And we've also got Echoing Flames. I got Echoing Flames because it's 30% increased elemental damage if you've ignited an enemy recently, and we're always igniting enemies constantly, so we're constantly getting that 30% elemental buff, and it's as much cheaper than Echoing Thunder. I got this for 15 divines. There's one with Echoing Thunder and Storm Charge, and it's about 200 divine right now, so save your divines, get Echoing Flames, it'll do the same thing. So I'll just let you guys take a look and see the changes real quick because I'm not exactly sure what all the changes were. But that is where we're at the moment. And that's it for the passive. Wind Dancer. Same there. Hypothermia. Pretty sure it's similar or the same. And that's it. So I did make 2 gear changes as well. My helmet, I switched away from a dexterity intelligence crit helmet with evasion to one with chaos resistance instead of dexterity. It does lower my damage a little bit, but I just wanted a little more chaos resistance because it was super low. And this amulet, +3 projectile skills, critical hit chance, plus the attributes, spirit, evasion, rarity. It does almost exactly the same damage as my old amulet. It's actually lower by like 500, but it gives me a little bit more evasion and a little bit of rarity, and the critical hit chance increase also affects heralds. So overall, it is a better amulet. And I'll just quickly go through the rest of my gear. You guys have already seen it, but we'll show it again. If you want to look more closely, you can just pause on it. And that's it for the gear. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at with the build right now, guys. It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of dying, a lot of testing, trying things, but I'm at a place now where I feel like the build is pretty solid, and I hope you guys like it. And I'll just leave you guys here to watch some of this gameplay for a minute. Watch those comets rain down, which makes me happy, of course. And that is it. Just a short video today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one as soon as I have some more updates to share.